Welcome to Everyday English Podcast. Hello and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, we are. Today we are going to talk about some very, very important little words. They are small, but they are everywhere in English.
That's right. They're like the secret helpers in a sentence, and sometimes they can be a little confusing for learners.
Exactly. So today we are going to make them clear, simple, and easy to use. We're talking all about how to use do, does, and did.
Do, does, and did. If you've ever wondered which one to use or why we use them, this episode is for you.
Absolutely. And remember, we are here for you. This is a safe space to learn. So relax, listen, and let's learn together.
Before we start, if you're new here, we make podcasts for people who are beginning their English journey. We speak slowly, we repeat things, and we always give lots of examples.
So welcome to all our new listeners, and welcome back to our regular friends. Let's get started.
So, Anna, do, does, did. Why are these words so important?
Great question, Mark. I think they are important for two big reasons. First, we use them to make questions. Do you like coffee? Does she live here? Did they go out?
Yes, and second, we use them to make negative sentences. I do not like tea, or she does not work on Saturday, or we did not see the movie.
Right. Without these little words, making questions and negatives in the present and past simple tenses is very, very difficult. They are essential for everyday conversation.
That's the goal of our podcast, right? Everyday English. So let's break it down.
Okay, let's start with the present tense. We have do and does. When do we use do?
We use do with the pronouns I, you, we, and they. Also with plural nouns like the children or my friends. So for example, I do my homework every night. But more importantly for questions, do I know you? Do you understand? Do we have milk? Do they speak English?
Perfect. And does is only for he, she, and it. Also for singular nouns like the manager or a cat. So he does his job well. For a question, does he live nearby? Does she play tennis? Does it work?
Yes, and a very, very important tip. When you use does in a question or a negative sentence, the main verb goes back to its simple form. It does not have an S.
This is a huge tip. Let's give an example. We say, she plays tennis, right? The verb play has an S because it's she. But when we make a question with does, we say, does she play tennis? Not does she plays tennis.
No. Does she plays is incorrect. It's a very common mistake. So remember, does plus subject plus simple verb. Does he work here? Does it rain a lot? Does Anna drink coffee? Do you drink coffee, Anna?
I do drink coffee. See? I used do. I do drink coffee.
And that brings us to another use. We also use do and does for emphasis to make a sentence stronger. Like if someone asks, do you like this podcast? And you say, I do like this podcast. It means you really, really like it.
We hope you do like it.
Okay, let's practice this with a little example conversation. Anna, let's pretend you are new at my office. I want to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, Anna, do you live far from the office?
No, I don't. I live near the park.
Great. Does your husband work in the city too?
Yes, he does. He works at the hospital.
Nice. Do you have any children?
Yes, we do. We have one son.
Wonderful. Does he like school?
Most days he does.
See, that was a natural chat using do and does. Did you hear the answers? We often answer with yes, I do or no, she doesn't. Very short answers.
And that doesn't is the negative form. Do not becomes don't, does not becomes doesn't. So I don't like cold weather, you don't work on Sunday, she doesn't eat meat, it doesn't matter.
Let's now talk about the past tense, did. Did is much easier.
It really is. For the past simple tense, we use did for every subject. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. All of them.
That's right. No more do or does in the past. Just did. So, did I lock the door? Did you call your mother? Did he finish the report? Did they enjoy the party?
And the same important rule applies. When you use did, the main verb is always in its simple form. It does not change to the past tense because did already shows us the past.
Another huge tip. So we say, she went to the store. The past of go is went. But the question is, did she go to the store? Not, did she went to the store?
Exactly. Did plus subject plus simple verb. Did you eat breakfast? Did it snow yesterday? Did Anna and Mark explain this clearly? I hope we did.
We did our best. And the negative is did not or didn't. I didn't see the email. He didn't like the movie. We didn't have time.
Let's do another little practice conversation in the past tense. Mark, let's talk about last weekend.
Sure. Anna, did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did. It was quiet. I stayed home. Did you do anything special?
I did. I visited my parents. They live outside the city.
Oh, nice. Did your brother go too?
No, he didn't. He was working.
Did you have a nice dinner?
We did. My mom cooked my favorite meal.
Simple, right? Did for all the questions about the past.
Now we want to talk about some common mistakes and give you some tips. Anna, what's the #1 mistake you hear with these words?
I think the biggest one is adding an S to the verb when using does or did. So remember, does she works, not does she works. Did they come, not did they came.
Yes. Tip #1, when you see does or did, the next verb is naked. No S, no past form, just the simple verb.
A naked verb. I like that. Tip number 2, don't use do, does, or did with the verb to be. That's a different rule.
Right. For the verb to be, am, is, are, was, were, we don't use these helpers. We don't say, do you be happy? We say, are you happy? We don't say, does she is at home? We say, is she at home?
Good tip. Tip number 3, in short answers, we always use the helper verb. If the question is, do you like cats? You say, yes, I do, not just, yes, I. Or, does he drive? No, he doesn't.
And my final tip, listen for these words in movies, songs, and other podcasts. Now that you know about them, you will hear them everywhere. It's great practice.
Excellent advice. Okay, listeners, now it's practice time with us. We're going to say some sentences. Some are correct, and some have a common mistake. You try to hear the mistake. Ready, Mark?
Ready. Sentence 1. Does she lives in London?
That's incorrect. Remember the naked verb with does. It should be, does she live in London?
Correct. Sentence 2. Did you went to the meeting?
Incorrect. Did plus the simple verb. It should be, did you go to the meeting?
Great. Sentence 3. I don't have any brothers or sisters.
That is correct. Perfect sentence.
And sentence 4. What does he do for work?
That is also correct. A very common and useful question. What does he do means what is his job? Wonderful. Let's do a quick recap now. Can we go through the key rules one more time, slowly?
Of course, let's do it together. For the present tense, we use do with I, you, we, they. Do you know the time? We use does with he, she, it. Does it take long? The negative forms are don't and doesn't. They don't mind. She doesn't smoke.
For the past tense, we use did for all subjects. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Did we meet before? The negative is didn't. I didn't hear you. And the golden rule, after does and did, use the simple form of the verb. No S, no past tense.
Let's repeat some of the most useful questions from today. Repeat after us if you can. It's great speaking practice.
Do you understand? Does it make sense?
Did you like it? Do you have any questions?
Does he speak English? Did they arrive?
Perfect. You can pause the podcast and practice saying those questions aloud. Try answering them too. Yes, I do. No, it doesn't.
We are coming to the end of our time today, Anna. Any final words about do, does, and did?
Just that practice is the key. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. When you listen to English today, try to notice these words. And when you speak, try to use them. Start with simple questions like, do you? It's a powerful tool for conversation.
Well said. Remember, English is a journey, not a race. Every little step is progress.
We are so proud of you for listening and learning today. Thank you for being part of our everyday English community.
If you enjoyed this episode, please help us grow. Tell a friend who is also learning English about our podcast.
Yes, and if you can, please subscribe our channel.
You can also leave us a comment or a review. We love to hear from you. Tell us what topics you want us to cover next.
Do you have questions about grammar? Do you want to learn phrases for shopping or traveling or making friends? Let us know.
Until next time, keep practicing your English every day. Even 5 minutes is great.
Goodbye, everyone.